Hi J1. So in today's lesson we're going to put together some train rhythms. Now in an ideal world, and if we were at school, we'd be putting these together all together as a class in a class performance. But obviously that's not going to work quite so well over Teams because we've all got different internet speeds, so we're all going to be out of time with each other. And one of the things I want you to really concentrate today is playing in time. So as you'll see, I've got a selection of instruments in front of me, all borrowed from my children. Now, like I said last week, you may well have a shaker that is a bottle made with some filled with some rice. That is absolutely fine. I will probably make a better sound than some of these, to be quite honest. Now then, we're just going to look at this first rhythm. This thing here, 4/4 at the beginning, is a time signature. You all know that. It tells us that there are 4 crotchet beats in a bar. So our bars have got to be worth the same as 4 T's, basically. You can use anything you want in terms of minims or crotchets or quavers or semi-quavers or juices or semi-breves. So it's juice or milk or tea or coffee or Coca-Cola, any of those, but they've got to add up to 4. Okay, so your first piece of music is just some T's, really. This important thing here is a repeat sign. And what I want you to do is keep repeating this until you're absolutely in time. Now, I'm going to play it, and I'd like you to try and play it in time with me, okay? If you aren't in time with me, by the time I finish this, I want you to rewind and go over this bit again so that you're absolutely playing it in time. One of the most important things in music is playing in time. And although it is only crotchets, it's only T's, and you might think, oh, this is really boring and this is really easy. Actually, playing in time with other people is really, really difficult, and it's something that I want you to get used to doing, okay? And this is a great time for you to practice just playing in time with the beat, okay? So here we go. T, 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 T. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. If you're finding it hard, say the words in your head. So, T. Okay, so again, if you weren't in time with me by the end of that, I'd like you to rewind this section and just go back to there and do that again, okay? This is improving you as a musician all the time, all right? Even I go back and practice things that look easy on the music. I still go back sometimes and practice them because all of us can always be a better musician than we are, okay? All the time. There's always something to improve on. Okay, now your next rhythm, okay, we've still got a time signature of 4/4. Oh, this is pretty cool, isn't it? And again, we'll put in those repeat signs. This time we're going to go rest, sprite, 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 sprite. This thing here is a quaver rest. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You are not going to play it on the big numbers. You're going to play on the ands. Now, this is what we call syncopation. Do you remember, some of us, we've talked about this before. Syncopation, which means offbeat. Okay, so while this is very much on beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this bit is offbeat. Now this will be what is driving the train forwards all the time, okay? So again, I'm going to use this just purely because it's easier for me to hold my phone in one hand and video and play it again, okay? So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, if you found that tricky, go back to the beginning of this bit of section and do that again, okay? There is no shame in doing it again. It's called practice. And again, as I say, all musicians practice, all really good musicians practice a lot of time. Okay, so here's a little task for you. I am going to play the beat and you are going to play the off beat, okay? So I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to go 1 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Let's see how you get on. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 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 good, keep going. 1 and 2 and 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 and. Now we're going to make it harder. This time I'm going to do it. I'm going to play the beat for you, and I am not going to say the ands, and I'm not going to say the 1, 2, 3, 4s. Okay, so let's see if you can play the off beat with me doing the beat. Okay, all right. I'll hold that there so that you can see the music. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, well done, guys. If you've got to there and haven't stopped, well done. That is really, really impressive. It is quite tricky to do that. Okay, we're going to add in our final of the class train rhythms. Okay. Wonder if any of you can remember what we call these notes. You're right, they are Coca-Colas. Okay, otherwise known as semiquavers. 4 of them is the same as 1 beat. Okay, so all of those are the same as 1 crotchet. So we need 4 groups of these. Coca-Cola, 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 to make up 1 bar. Okay, and again we'll do the same thing. We'll do 2 bars and just do it on continuous repeat for as long as we need to. Okay. Okay, and there are your repeat signs. So just going over what we've learned again today, syncopation means offbeat. This is your syncopated rhythm, okay? These are the beat. This is your time signature. And these are those dots are repeat signs. And the double bar line means the end, okay? So you're repeating and repeating and repeating, but when you get to there, there's nothing at the other side of it. So you're just repeating these 2 bars, okay? So your Coca-Cola section, all right? So again, we're going to practice this rhythm together, okay? Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, before we go any further, what part of the train do you think that is? Have a little think. Remember, we're doing about a steam train. What part of the steam train do you think that is? Okay, so again, I'd like you to practice the Coca-Colas whilst I play the beat. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. 2, 3. Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. 1, 2, good. 4. Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. Okay, now we're going to try something a little bit trickier. I'm going to use 2 things. That's the beat. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and so those are the 2 other parts. So we're now building up a performance. So I am doing the beat and the syncopation, so the offbeat. You are going to put the Coca-Colas in on top. Okay, see how you're going to get on. I'm going to go a little bit slower to help you play your Coca-Colas in time. If, of course, you find the Coca-Colas difficult, I want you to go back to that spot and just do it again, okay? All right, so here we go. Here is the beat and the offbeat. You put the Coca-Colas in on top. See if it sounds like a train for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. 1, 2. Well done. Okay, very, very well done. I wonder how you thought that sounded. Were you pleased with yourselves? Now then, when you've done that as a bit of extension, I would like you to think of your own train rhythm to go underneath, and I would like you to write it down on a piece of paper, please. Okay, so we're just going to quickly recap the notes that we know. Okay, so you could have this. Okay, it's 4 beats, so that would take up a whole bar. Okay, now the posh musical word for it is semi-breve, but we say juice. Now, it could sound quite good in a piece of music about a train because it could be the steam letting off at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was quite cool. If you're going to write down juices, make sure you put a time signature at the beginning. Okay, we've got minims. They're worth 2 beats. They're called a minim, but we call them a milk. Milk, 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 milk. Then we know we've got this. It's worth 1 beat, 1 crotchet beat. It's called a crotchet. Unsurprisingly, we call it a T. T, 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 T. And you've seen those in action up here. Okay. We've also got 2 quavers. They're half and a half. So they're the same as 1 beat. They're called quavers. We're going to call them coffee. But you all know that. Okay, coffee, 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 coffee. Okay, you might want to do a combination of some of those for your own rhythm. Then we have the semiquavers that we've already come across with, the Coca-Colas. So it's a quarter, add a quarter, add a quarter, add a quarter. So it's still 1 beat. Okay, semiquavers. And they're Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. Okay, there are 2 others I'm going to let you use. So there's 2 semiquavers. So a quarter, add a half. So it still equals 1 beat. So it's 2 semiquavers, add a quaver, and it's written like that. So 2 semiquavers, so you need the 2 lines for semiquavers, add a quaver. Look, that's only 1 line there. Just like, remember with your semiquavers that they must have 2 lines at the top, okay? Lemonade, lemonade, water on, 2, lemonade, lemonade, 1, 2, 3, 4, lemonade, lemonade. So that is a lovely combination of semiquavers and quavers. Okay, and the other one is the same thing but the other way around. So quaver and then 2 semiquavers. So then we need the quaver with 1 line and the semiquavers with 2 lines. So it's a half, add a quarter, add a quarter. You're still worth 1 beat. I'm going to go hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate. I know I've missed an out of there, but we have to do that in order to fit it in. So hot chocolate, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are extension ones. These, you can use these if you are really comfortable with using all of these other notes at the top. Okay, then extend yourselves into that. Your train rhythm can be 2 bars, it can be 4 bars, it can be repeated, okay? Make sure you have a time signature for me, please, my lovelies. Make sure you use double bar lines, make sure you use a repeat, okay? I am now going to put the beat and the offbeat in, and occasionally I'm going to go and try and do Coca-Colas for you, okay? So, here we go, here's a beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. You start playing when you're ready. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you've had some ideas there. You might have come up with some ideas. I'd like you to pause this film now, go away and compose it, and then come back to this spot. Okay, right, now you are back. So here's your beat. 3, 4. Can you try in a minute to put your rhythm over the top in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now is your time to think about anything you can do to improve what you've just done. Does it fit in? Is it too fast? Do you need me to go slower? Okay, shall I do it more slowly? So in which case I will do it more slowly, and I'm going to add in that offbeat for you this time as well. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Are you pleased with that? Now let's do a final performance. I'm going to do this, but sometimes I'll go to the semiquavers for you, okay? Just to make it a bit more interesting in terms of what you're playing, all right? So here we go. My very handy pint glass of water, making a good bell sound here, I think. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, everybody. Now I'd like you to think about your work, and on your sheet where you've written your music down, I would like you to write 2 things that you were really proud of yourself for. So I was proud of myself because, was it that you played in time? Was it that you wrote your music down properly? Was it that your music played in time with was able to fit in with what we were doing? Was it that you played offbeat rhythms? What have you been proud of yourself for in that composition? And then something we'd improve, or something you found difficult. I found it difficult to stay in time. I would have liked to have gone faster. Anything that you think you would have liked to have done to make it better. Okay, well done, everybody.